Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Last night I got to see All of Us Strangers. Yes, I'm crossing off those final 2023 films that were on my list, and boy oh boy, 2023 just is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? There are so many fantastic films, though more on that later once I'm actually finished with those year-end lists, which I promise they are coming. In any case, back to All of Us Strangers, I think it's best to go into this film knowing as little as possible. I was worried that I already knew a bit too much about the overall premise of the film, and that it would spoil a bit too much of the surprise, but I promise you there are so many twists and turns of this film that I don't think you'll see coming. I certainly did not. Whatever expectation I may have had going in, it definitely didn't match them, at least on some level. I do think this is an excellent example of really nuanced screenwriting. The delivery of some of the lines are pitch perfect, and of course, you have a star-studded cast to do that. Andrew Scott plays a very introverted and tortured soul, and there's quite a lot of unpacking of his traumas that we go through on this film journey. Paul Mescal is super handsome, super charismatic, and very, very flirty. The chemistry between the two is electric. And I gotta say, I knew that this was a romantic film, a gay romantic drama specifically, and not that that exactly makes me shy or anything. I definitely don't swing that way, but I gotta be honest with you guys, at one point in the film, I was a little unbothered, like, oh my, we're going that far. And to be clear, if this was a traditional male and female sex scene that we'd have had, I would have had the same reaction. It was borderline cringeworthy. Two people actually walked out of the room. Yeah, it was maybe a little much. I'm not convinced it was a bad thing, but yeah, it did border on the cringe side at one point in time. But really, the relationship the two have is quite interesting. And once again, the chemistry the two have is impossible to not resonate with. And I don't want to talk too much more about the other performances in this film because, once again, I'm very hesitant to give any information whatsoever away. All I will say is that Claire Foy and Jamie Bell give really standout performances. I think this is a very strong example of nuance and intimate drama. Aesthetically, I think this film is fantastically crafted. I love the color choices in the film, and I think it really captured the atmosphere of this deep sense of loneliness that Andrew Scott's character goes through. There are a few really remarkable moments of cinematography in the film, so yeah, once again, the art direction of this film is quite stellar, but the true standout in this film is the screenwriting and its creativity, and how it infuses this really fantasy-like idea into this romantic drama. Yeah, I thought it was a really novel approach. So yeah, this is yet another great film coming out in 2023. We have an all-around great acting presence in this film, a solid screenplay, and the film has a really potent art direction, which helps give the film this very haunting and harrowing vibe to it, which comes as a surprise in many ways because it is equally very sweet and tender. Yeah, the tonal shifts are quite strong in this one, and if I did have to complain, I do find maybe in the last leg of the film, it takes things a little too far perhaps. I find that it starts to unravel the mystery a bit too much. I sometimes feel that leaving things unanswered is much more powerful. Then the film redeems itself in a really interesting way of throwing a curveball to you in ways you wouldn't expect. But once again, I do find that maybe it takes things a step too far with one layer of twist too many perhaps at the end. It is all a bit much, doubtless, but nonetheless, I do find that this is quite a remarkable film overall. So yeah, I'd say this is an easy 8 out of 10. Yeah, as if we didn't have enough great years this film, we are blessed with yet another one. So if you're in the least bit interested, this is your reminder to definitely go check it out because it is quite powerful. So that is all for today. I can't wait to be here again. Once again, wishing you and your loved ones nothing but the best. Take care and talk to you soon.